Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video for you guys. We are going to do the story of how we met. Harry is so stoked, as you can see. He is just shy, so just bear with him. I'm kind of shy too, but not as shy as him. I've noticed a lot of you guys have come from our Q&A couples tag video. So I thought this would be a very fitting video for you guys to show you how we met. Well, tell you how we met. It's a little bit of a funny, awkward, embarrassing kind of story. It's your modern day love story. So essentially we met on a dating app, but we will just tell you how that went. I'll start off first. Okay, so I graduated high school in 2019, and in 2020 my friends and I were like, maybe it's time to check out dating apps. So we got Tinder and Bumble. They were all going out on dates and stuff, and I was like talking to a few guys here and there, but I was scared to go on dates. And anyways, Bumble was a scary app because you have to message the guy first. Like, who does that? Not me. So I selected 5 random guys to message, and Harry was one of the 5 random guys I selected, and I just said hey, and that's like how I ended up on dating app, just to explore after high school. See, it wasn't meant to be anything serious. Yeah, that was, honestly, I'm so bad at telling stories. You want to say why you were on Bumble?
Yep. So basically I was studying in the US. I was doing university over there, and then COVID hit, and so I came back because I didn't have proper health insurance, and so, you know, at the time people didn't know what it was going to be like, how severe COVID was going to be, and so if you're going to be in and out of hospital, couldn't afford American hospital bills. So I came back, and then I was on the phone video chatting one of my buddies from the States, and he was doing like a summer sales kind of gig, and so we went to a different state to do that, and he was just telling me about how when he was in the other state, he downloaded the dating apps just to go on some dates, and he was telling me he loves it, and he convinced me to jump on the apps. I mean, I thought I was calling him a bit of a muppet. I was like, oh, dude, you're such a loser, you're going on these apps. And he was like, oh, dude, you just gotta own it and say it with your chest. And so he managed to convince me to do it. I went on them, and then so we got like Tinder and Bumble, huh? And I think we matched on both of them.
But Bumble first, I think. Anyway, so then I said hi, he said hi, we exchanged like probably 4 sentences each, and that was that. Okay, now this was on, I like remember these dates clearly, it's kind of scary. It was like a weekend day, like Friday, Saturday, I don't know. And then anyway, the following Tuesday, I went to the mall with my friends. It was funny, I was with a guy who liked me at the time. I didn't like him, but he liked me, but he was hanging out with me and my friend. Went to the mall. Oh yeah, I went to this mall that I never used to go to, ever. This was like a once in a blue moon thing. And guess who I saw? Harry at the mall. You can go, say your side now.
So I worked in the mall that I live pretty close to. I worked in like this suit shop. So we sold like men's dress wear.
Suits.
And so I had to, in suits, and so I had to kind of like dress up for work, and so I was dressed up. I looked more important than I was. And I was doing banking, and so it's like, I don't know if anyone doesn't know what that is, but it's like you get the cash from cash payments and you take it up to the bank. There's a bank in the mall, so you just grab all the banks and banking slips and take it up and to deposit the money into the bank account. And so I was walking through the mall, and then I walked past you and your friends, and because I grew up in the area, like I always see people that I recognize, but I don't really know where from. Well, I grew up around here, and so like there's lots of people, like I haven't been in high school for like 7 years now, 7, 8 years, something like that, and so I'll see people from school or from somewhere, and I kind of recognize their face, but I don't know exactly. And it takes like a second for it to click, and then so it was one of those situations. I saw her and I was like, where do I know her from? Like, and I kind of looked at her like real puzzled, and she kind of looked back at me, but like trying to look away.
We literally just walked past each other, like literally. He was coming towards me, I was going towards him. Looked at each other, said nothing. That's how it went.
Yeah. And then I felt bad because when I was thinking, who was that? Like, how do I know that person? And then when I got to the bank and I was depositing the money, the penny dropped, and I was like, oh no, like that was that girl I've been messaging. And like, I just felt real rude. I was like, oh, and I was embarrassed because I was like, oh man, you just cold shouldered her. It's like, probably made you look like you're, I know, like an awkward person in real life and don't know what to do. Anyway, so I was like, felt bad, and so I messaged her after I finished work, and I was like, hey, were you in the mall today? And she came back and she was like, yeah, we walked right past each other.
Yeah, so I was sorry to cut you off there. When I walked past him, I immediately recognized him, and I started to freak out because I'm like, I see this guy from an app in real life. Now he knows I might live around here, and he's seen me in real life. What if he like, I was just scared. I was like, what if he's a stalker? A lot of thoughts were just going through my head. And my friends were like, calm down, like it's fine. And then I figured out he worked in the mall, because like we were looking at all the stores trying to figure out where he worked or if he worked in the mall. And you know, it was so good.
Did you see me in my store working? Then you walked past my store?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you not know that? Yeah, so then we looked in all the stores and then figured out he worked at YD, a suit store. And I'm like, okay, so he works here. He's not stalking me. That's good. But I was about to block him. But my friend's like, don't block him. Don't block him. I'm like, the boy didn't even say hi to me. Maybe he thinks I'm a catfish. Because when he saw me, I was in leggings and a jacket. No makeup, no nothing. I'm like, maybe he thinks I'm a catfish. Oh my gosh, like, he didn't say anything. What am I going to do? I'm just going to block him. Luckily, I didn't block him, because that night he messaged me. And he was like, hey, I'm sorry I didn't say anything. Yada, yada. Would you like to go out? And I was like, no, I don't want to go out. And my friends were like,
say that to me.
I didn't say that to you, but in my head, I was like, I don't want to go out with him. This is just weird. But my friends were like, come on, Tiralee, you got this. We will like take you to the mall, drop you off there, and you'll be fine. It'll be fun. So yeah, we went out on a date.
Met me after work.
I met him at the mall because he just finished work at 6:15. So then why did we meet at the mall? Oh, because I lived on the Coast at the time, which was like 45 minutes away from where he was. I met him at the mall, and then we went to a dumpling bar, and they did like dessert dumplings and all that stuff. And yeah, that's literally how we met on good old Bumble, guys. So don't knock it till you try it. And the funny thing is, like, we are both, I don't know, I'm not saying that Tinder and Bumble is hooking up, but a lot of people use those apps to hook up. And we are both like virgin religious folk, so like meeting each other and everything on that kind of app was, what do you say? God planned it?
Yeah, pretty out there.
Yeah, I think it was very much meant to be. Like, he was here because of COVID. COVID brought him back. Otherwise, he would be in the States still studying right now. And I was just on the app just for fun. I went to that mall that day by fluke, by a chance, and I saw him. So yeah, it was meant to be. Our first date, it was so funny. We were complete opposites, as in my anxiety brings out nothing. I'm very shy and very quiet, and this guy was like
Because I had to compensate.
No, I think now that I know you were definitely nervous talking.
Well, of course I was like nervous.
You would say all sorts.
Yeah, Brighton, you would say no sorts. You didn't say anything, man. But I was like talking to a wall the whole time.
Hey!
And you wouldn't think
well,
that
you
because,
like the wall.
And you wouldn't think that because if you're watching the video, like, she's the one doing all the talking. Like, crunch time comes down to it. I can do a bit of talking, and that's what I had to do because you weren't doing any.
Okay, well, I talked enough for you to want to...
It's not offensive.
Go to second date and marry me.
I'm not saying that, like, in a insulting way, but
yeah, once you get to know me, I won't shut up. Like,
yeah,
I'm the one who does all the talking now, and he just listens sometimes. But I'm not sure if we really explained our little Bumble story very well, but that's essentially how we met. phone straight.
How do you what?
Make the phone straight. Is that straight, do you reckon?
Look straight.
Are you straight? Let's see what this looks like. Hi everyone, and welcome back to, this is just a test shot.
Oh.
I'm a Tinderella. Cinderella, Tinderella, a Bumblerella. There's not really one for Bumble. I found my Bumblebee and be happy because I'm happy and married. That's just...
You gotta edit that out. That was embarrassing. Your preferred side.
That feels so much better. What do you
Really?
think?
Are you serious?
Yeah, because in my good side it's like that. Don't forget to hit that like button, please subscribe and put your notification bell on for the next video, and see ya. How's that?
That was good.